In a lecture given at the Air Brazilian Chamber of Commerce, international policy specialist Demétrio Magnoli spoke about Brazil, the Mercosul, and its international outlook.
A discussão hoje é sobre uma mudança de ciclo.
The discussion today is about a changing cycle by the global economy and the implications of this for Brazil and for the Mercosul. An era is coming to an end, the era that I like to call the era of Chinese globalization, which has actually ended from an international viewpoint. And we are now feeling the repercussions of this in various aspects. First, because the Brazilian idea that the country would be successful in a round of multilateral commercial negotiations did not occur. What happened instead was the start of a great movement toward the formation of a mega regional trade blocs by the United States. One mega bloc between the US and Europe, and another mega bloc between the US and Asia. Brazil bet heavily in negotiation in the South-to-South commerce, without understanding that China is not South. From the point of view of commerce, of investments, and of the global economy, China is considered North. Brazil did not invest in the main markets for Brazilian industrial products, and this, among other causes, accelerated the process of relative deindustrialization we are currently experiencing in Brazil. Brazil did not make bilateral commercial agreements, which various countries, including in Latin America, made countless bilateral commercial agreements. And lastly, Brazil transformed the Mercosul into something different than what it was originally. The Mercosul was an open trade bloc based on the idea of open regionalism, and it became something of a political directorate between Brazil, Argentina, and Venezuela. From the commercial point of view, it closed itself off in a manner that is increasingly contradictory to the trends of the international economy and international commerce. So now Brazil finds itself faced with a series of difficulties created by its own policy, which become more accentuated due to the reversal of cycle by the global economy. In the coming years, we won't have the tailwinds that have driven us in the last decade. And it's not coincidence that it coincides with a significant reduction in the growth and growth rates of Brazilian economy. So we'll be discussing this crossroads and trying to emphasize the challenges that will be faced in the coming years and the difficulties Brazil will have in facing these challenges.
E as dificuldades do Brasil para encarar esses desafios.